You talked about your mother and your grandmother and those influences, and I hear that and think, well, this is, everybody has a mother. Everybody somewhere along the line has a grandmother. But you're talking about how the roles are changing with women in this society, and that, it's tough moms and tough daughters and probably tough grandmothers. So where is the hope in that? The hope that you were able to find and hold on to, that you still hold on to today? Where is that for kids?
Well, yesterday I was speaking with a colleague and I was laughing, and one of the mistakes that I think my parents did make, and I told my mother, that I was raised as if the script that I was given, the playbook, that everybody had. Everybody does not have that. And I think if I had a kid whose mother was, to me, horrible, as a matter of fact, I didn't think she was a mother, and this kid wanted to buy her a stove for Mother's Day, and in my head I was saying, yeah, right, buy her a stove. For what? So she could cook more crack? I mean, I detested her mother, and I had to check myself that you have to approach these problems. You have to be able to see the ugly and be able to deal with it. We don't like ugly in this nation. Once it gets ugly, we're like, I'm out of here, or destroy that. And that's what's gotten us in a lot of trouble. You have to work with those. We have to have a community standard, which has nothing to do with money, and that's what I'd argue. I have many poor people financially that I look at in urban communities that have great spirit and have a rich substance about themselves as individuals. That is what I'm talking about. You have to demand that. In my community, we did not allow violence. The Taylor boys were community property. That's not a cliche. That's principle to me, and that should not change. And that's what I look at reestablishing.
But you talk about not just blowing this up and wiping it out, getting in and fixing it. I listen to you, a lot of people are going to listen to you and say, my God, Carl, you're talking about getting to kids through families, through communities. We can't get them to vote. We can't get them to eat right. We can't keep the kids in school. How can we possibly fix this? It seems unfixable.
Jim, we do what we want in this nation. We are the greatest nation on the planet. When 9/11 hit, we organized very quickly. We were doing so damn good that we had to go on television and say, stop the money, stop the food. We do what we want in this nation. That's what the American spirit is. If we really want to do it, we can do it. No one ever said it was going to be easy, and no one said that at times there are some that are terminal. I'm not Pollyanna. I look at my younger brother, who's a SEAL. You saw that. He used to ride around. He was an executive. He'd ride with me and say, Carl, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said, dude, this is where we grew up. Oh, Carl, come on. You see, now that guy, he got pissed off waiting for grants and so forth. He reached into his own pocket. He's got these young guys in that neighborhood. He's got them playing chess at that park. He has single-handedly, I'm patting him on the head, but he has single-handedly got out there because he said, Mom used to do the same thing with the kids in the neighborhood. No one called her a community activist. They didn't call her a mentor. This was just, and my mother had, in that time, a bad girls club. She had all the girls that nobody wanted, all the girls who were potentially getting pregnant, and she made a difference. I think either we give up throwing the towel, and don't be surprised, or you see I Am Legend. A lot of people don't like the movie. Or somebody's going to have to take the grenade at the end of the movie and blow up something to save it. But that's where we are. I don't think violence is going to solve this. It's multiplied, and that's really what has happened in Detroit. We're bypassing all the good kids, there's a lot of good there, but we see ugly so much, and it is ugly. I don't expect for the public to accept the heinous crimes that I'm seeing, but I think of a 16-year-old that stood over a man who contributed to a community, had a barbecue place, Milt's Gourmet, and had shot the guy already, and the man begged for his life. He said, I'm a grandfather. Please don't shoot me, don't kill him. And the kid killed him. I mean, what's going on here? What's the disconnect? It's part of my job and your job and others to address that. Or if not, at any given time, the 6-year-old is going to multiply. And I know some people out there have the answer for that too. But that's not the answer. I really don't feel that. I think you'll multiply the hate, the resentment, and more Frankensteins.
And we will be right back.